point? You pay somebody to write your paper for you, and you use my credit card.
But it was convenient, and I had homecoming, and I had plans.
That's cheating! You're supposed to write it. You write it. I'm not paying $50,000 in tuition for you to pay someone to write a paper for you.
Ladies, on today's episode of Stories That Don't Go Together But They Eat, buckle up, ladies, because this ride will be a very interesting one. I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating. This one will be an interesting one. Despite this video being one of the shortest I've done based on this series, let me tell you, this is a really good video. This is a really good, like a feel-good video, ladies. Anyway, enough of my advertising. Let's jump right into this video, and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
If you feel like you're failing as a parent, watch this video. I just saw this. It's a Ziploc baggie that my daughter made of fake cigars. We don't even smoke. Take one. Mila's Cigars. Fake. But these have a positive message in them. So after you smoke them, you untape it, and there's a positive message. So she said, everyone take one and smoke it and open up and see what it says. Okay, so this one, for example, she had this one taped up really good. So this one, you are really pretty.
Listen, that's TT Baby right there. That is TT Baby right there. Now, I don't know who taught her how to roll it up. I don't know who taught Mila how to roll that up, but I will say that I would love it if I had me a little wake and bake, and when I was done, it told me I was pretty.
I got the call from the administrator at my son's middle school letting me know that he was in the office and being asked to write a statement. The first thing that the administrator told me was, I want you to know that your son is not in trouble. Something had happened in PE. He had played a game of soccer, and one of the kids on the losing team came up to my son and told him he needed to go pick cotton and some other racially charged statements. I immediately asked to speak to my son, said, hey, I'm on my way. Don't speak to anyone. Don't write any statements. I'll be there in just a few minutes. On my way to the school, I was on the phone with my husband. He wasn't able to meet me there because he had to pick up my other son from preschool, but it was good to talk to him to make sure that I wasn't overreacting and that I was thinking clearly. He told me to let him know if he needs to come by the school after picking up my preschooler, and we could handle it together. I knew that it was important to talk to my son before he did the statement because I've been in this situation before, and sometimes administrators don't ask the right questions, and also children don't always know what is relevant to the situation at hand. So I knew I wanted to talk to my son, get an idea for myself what happened, and then write the statement. When I walked into the school, I was pulled into a conference room with two individuals, a Hispanic male and a Black female. If you've been here for a while, you probably already knew what I was thinking as I was sitting across the table from this Black woman. If you're new here, I have some content about Black administrators in non-Black environments, and I have to say that this experience was a pleasant surprise. I was impressed by her professionalism, her candor, her sensitivity, and also the seriousness with which she seemed to take what I had to say. Once the statement was written, the administrators assured me that they were taking the offense very seriously and that the school has no tolerance for any type of hateful speech or language whatsoever. They obviously couldn't get into the exact disciplinary procedures that they were going to take against the individual, but my son did tell me the following 2 days that child was not at school. The best part of the meeting for me was the fact that I got to tie in the email that I sent the principal, who was not in attendance at the meeting, at the end of Black History Month, where I noted that he had done nothing to celebrate the contributions or achievements of Black Americans to this country during the month of February. It was a good opportunity for me to point out how Black History Month isn't for me, and it's not for the Black students. It's for the non-Black students, so they can grow up to be non-racist and decent people. I'm holding the school responsible for the culture and the environment. Obviously, I know that a school cannot control all behaviors of all students at all times, but I did make it clear that it is the school's responsibility to create and cultivate an inclusive and culturally responsive environment for the students to learn. Based off of what I've seen, what I've heard, and now what my son has experienced, the school is not doing that. and I need to know what their plans are to remediate that immediately. Essentially, it all goes back to the adults. My son did the right thing, told the adults what happened and what he was experiencing, and now it's up to them to fix it. Because if they fumble the ball, the next time he won't hand it to them.
So this woman at the airport's going viral because she waits until the line moves all the way forward to move. People confronted her about it, and she said, it's the same if I move now or later. And all I gotta say about this is, hold up, let her cook, because I kind of love this. Like, I just look at her. She's just standing there and she's like, no, I don't really care what you guys think about me. I'm not gonna have any anxiety about you being mad at me. I'm just gonna stand here and I'm gonna scroll on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, whatnot, until it's my time to go to the front. And it's gonna make no difference. It's gonna make no difference. And outside of, if the airport's really, really busy, you need everybody to be in a line, she's kind of cooking. It's so funny, just by this photo, I just know exactly who she is as a person. And low key, the ignorance that she has is bliss. And I want to be her.
I just saw a TikTok video that really pissed me off. This lady was celebrating Mother's Day with her family at a restaurant. The family gives her a gift. It's in a beautiful Dior bag. And she's excited, and when she opens it, it's a cheap purse from Walmart. And they're all laughing, and they think it's hysterical. And the mom starts crying because she's embarrassed, and she feels bad. One of her kids, like, we're just kidding, and they give her another bag, a Dior bag, and she's like, I don't want it. And they're all, like, still laughing at her. And somebody says, well, if she don't want that purse, I'll take it, something like that. And I was like, let me go to the comments. And I was so surprised how many people were calling the mom an entitled mom, a brat, materialistic. And I'm here like, wait a minute. Let's talk about what's really happening here. The family chose to publicly humiliate their mother in front of the whole entire family and in a restaurant. Then they make her cry. They subject her to being publicly shamed on social media on top of that. They post the video on social media so everyone can leave mean comments to their mom. So on top of that, they humiliate her on social media. I was reading the comments and I was like, wow, I cannot believe how mean people are being to the mom. The people who find these type of jokes funny are the same type of people that will take a quinceañera looking all beautiful with her makeup and her hair and her dress and smash her face in a cake and be like, why is she crying?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so what's your name?
My name is Sayla. I go by Saylo.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Cochise County, but it's here in Arizona. It's a small little town, Sierra Vista.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your current situation? Are you homeless?
I am. I'm homeless. Just because I'm up here, I mean, I can go home back to my county, but with the way my family situation is set up, it's not good for me. You know what I mean? So
you choose to be out here in Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, at first it wasn't a choice. I came down here for a dude, like majority of us women do, following a man. But now, yeah, he's on his way back to prison, and I'm out here by myself with my dog.
So you came out here for a dude, huh? Mm-hmm. Did you have a job lined up or anything like that?
No, I just was like, yep, I'm going, and packed my bags, and I came up here, and I've been living on the streets ever since.
How long ago was that?
Last year, I got here in August.
So you've been homeless for a whole year?
Mm-hmm. A little over a year.
And what do you do out here to survive?
I just hustle. A lot of people think I like, you know what I'm saying, do days and all that, but no, I hustle, I make my money, I do what I gotta do. Yeah. And I don't knock it though, you know what I'm saying? If I had to do that to survive.
Is it dangerous?
It's hard, yeah, and it's hard. I think my biggest like issue is just being a female out here. And you hear that a lot, but people see me or see women just in general, and they automatically assume, you know, especially homeless.
Yeah. Did you tell me that you just got out?
I did. I just got out of jail.
Yeah.
I did.
How long were you in there for?
I was in there for 22 days of straight hell.
Was that your first time?
No. I've been in prison twice already. but it was my first time doing that length of time in Maricopa County, and that's the hardest time I've ever done.
Yeah.
For sure.
The county's
For
worse
sure.
than prison, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maricopa County is no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
No. It sucks. That slop got fat.
That's the
You know what I mean? That slop is
worst
just,
meal ever.
it's the worst thing it was horrible. It was a hard time.
Yeah. Where do you sleep at now?
Right now I am in a place with a friend, so I guess I'm off the streets, but I'm not off the streets, you know.
Okay. So you're living with a friend?
Yeah.
Did you have to provide an address before you got out?
No. I wrote my parents' address down on like the paper when I was like seeing the judge, but my PO's aware of my situation. His biggest thing is just checking in, you know what I mean? And it's like one of the hardest things, really, you know what I mean? Being homeless, you can't find nowhere to charge your phone, or, you know what I mean? You can't get to the money, and you can't buy a bus pass, just little things like that, you know what I mean? And you put your first, you know what I'm saying? So your addiction will always come first, and I'm working really hard right now on trying to just stay away from the Fedi, especially. Yeah.
Do they do anything to prepare you for the outside world before you get out here?
I mean, there is resources, yeah, but it's nothing like that's really. I think you have to have certain lengths of time to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And with the amount of time I had, I wasn't like able to, you know, tap into those type of resources.
Yeah.
But it's a choice, because I came out here, I'm out here now, you know what I mean? And there's resources everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just a choice. And at the end of the day, I guess at the end of the day, when
I know you're gonna come for me for this, but I'm gonna say what y'all all thinking, okay? I saw the video of the lazy mom. The lazy mom with the dishes stacked up to the ceiling, with filth and garbage all over her counters, okay? You're not lazy. You're not lazy. You are what they call a puerca. That's what we call you. Tú eres una sucia puerca. Okay? There's no excuse for you to be having your house this dirty with kids. There's no excuse. And you a stay-at-home mom. You don't even gotta get up to go to work. You're home all fucking day and you can't clean your house. Meanwhile, us moms that have a bunch of fucking kids that are in sports, that are in activities, and we work 2 jobs, our house is fucking clean. There's dinner on the table every day, and we don't have no excuses. We don't have no excuses, because we know as a parent we gave these children a life, and we know that we're supposed to take care of them. That's not fair to those kids. And you know what? I've seen it in real life. I do real estate, and when I go into a house and I see the clothes packed up to the ceiling, years of dirty clothes that have never been washed. That's why your kids go to school stinking, and then they get made fun of. That's your fault. You're not a lazy mom. They get mental health, whatever. I've been a mom for almost 29 years. My oldest is gonna be 29. My son's gonna be 24. Okay, and I have twins that are 9. Sports, activities, singing, this and that. I'm the maid, the taxi, the cook, and I work mad fucking jobs. So there's no excuse for your house to be so filthy. I don't want to hear no mental health bullshit, whatever. No, get your ass up and clean your dirty ass house. You open your legs and gave birth to these children, and it's not fair for them to be living worse than that lady that makes the videos in the homeless tent. Her tent is clean. She's homeless and on drugs, and her tent is clean as hell. So what's your excuse? You know what? Maybe you need to smoke some crack and then start cleaning your fucking house at this point. Because no, there's no excuse. De que stay at home mom and I'm just lazy. No, tú eres una puerca, cabrona.
So explain to me how I signed my son up for your daycare. Once I did that, you sent me a questionnaire. One of those questions being his allergies. I very clearly put peanuts, a common allergy, mind you. And you tell me why you guys fed all of the children, including my child, peanut butter jelly sandwiches for lunch. Why is my baby in the hospital? Explain that.
Okay, ma'am. First of all, calm down.
Calm down.
Clearly a mistake.
A mistake? You could have killed my kid. That's a mistake?
I'm not sure who fed your kid peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You guys did.
A clear mistake, okay?
A mistake.
We're well aware of the allergies and your...
No, you're not. If you were aware of the allergies, you would not have given him a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay. Why am I paying $700 a month to send my child to the hospital?
Okay, ma'am, okay. Like I said before, we'll get to the bottom of it. Sorry if your kid is in the hospital, if he's in the hospital.
What do you mean, if?
Okay.
What do you mean if? You guys called an ambulance for my baby when he couldn't breathe, and then I got a call while I was at work that my baby's in the hospital.
Is to get to the bottom of it. We have to figure out who gave them, if they gave them the peanut butter.
Why are you...
Oh, are you crying because you're hungry? I know, mommy doesn't feed you enough. Tell mommy to put some socks on you. I know, I tell mommy all the time, but she doesn't listen to me. Tell her to put socks on those little feet. Oh, is mommy pinching you? Mommy has to be pinching you. You're crying for Mimi, come on. Hey Lisa, please don't talk to me through the baby. That's kind of inappropriate and really annoying, if I'm honest. If you have something that you want to address with me or bring to my attention, please do so like an adult and just tell me. We can talk about it. Oh, stop it. I don't mean any harm. I'm just talking to my grandchild. Yeah, you're just making passive-aggressive remarks to me through your grandchild. So let's just cut out the middleman and just talk to me like an adult. If there's something you don't agree with or an issue, just talk to me, okay? But since you did bring it to my attention through talking to a baby, let me ease your mind a little bit. She is most definitely fed, 100% always. I would never not feed her. Babies cry for a lot of reasons other than being hungry. Also, it's 72 degrees in here. She doesn't need socks on. She's just gonna rip them off anyways. And I would never pinch her. That's a really weird remark to make. If you wanna hold the baby, just ask. You can hold the baby. You don't have to say weird stuff like that, okay? So in the future, just come to me if there's something that you wanna address. There's no need to do that weird passive-aggressive stuff, okay?
When I was 17 years old, my teacher put me in a really shitty, uncomfortable situation. She brought me to a man's house who I was supposed to be doing photography work for, but while I'm there, there's a bunch of this, and I'm the only black woman there, so I'm thinking I'm about to get trafficked because I'm uncomfortable because I knew that they were racist. And while I'm there, all the white men come up to me and they're like, "You're so beautiful. Like, I dated a black girl when I was in high school. Like, I needed a piece of that." And I'm like, I'm 17 and that is my teacher right there. And they're like, "Yeah, we know her. She's been to a couple of these events before, helping out." Helping out? With what? With what? And then my teacher comes and brings me a rather solo cup and she was like, "Don't tell anyone that I'm doing this." What do you mean? I'm definitely getting trafficked tonight. Like, that's what it sounds like. And then her friend was there, who also used to work at our high school, but she got fired because she was saying nigga left and right. And then she brings me a cake bar, and she was like, "Don't tell anyone that I'm doing this." Yeah, I was done for immediately.
I don't know, I think my mom be trying to be funny or something when she be asking me about people she know I don't talk to no more. "Oh, how my friend, Girl, I don't fucking know, call him. You know I don't talk to him no more. So why would you ask me that? You ain't see, this person ain't been around here in months. But now all of a sudden you wonder how they doing? It's a reason they ain't been around here. I don't fuck with them no more, neither should you. I don't like no mess now."
Mười với tao hả? Không mày nữa rồi, không bây giờ. Rồi. Đó bây giờ mày mấy cái nhà này sao? Đi đâu đấy? Mày phải đánh à? Tao ăn đi đánh sao? Tao đi. Bao nhiêu năm bây giờ tao mày quá rồi, tao nhìn có chân nó chết. Tao nhìn cái cua, tao cua tao tương rồi đó. Tao cua tao cua ra thằng cha đấy hả? Cua tao ra thằng cha đấy hả? Cô thử. Ok. Chào ai hả? Chào con thì phải chào áo. Cô thử đi. Tụi bay áo. Áo hả? Nói thấy luôn, đi đâu đi. Ở. Mẹ. Cô với tao hả?
Wait a minute. Did y'all see the video? When I say that y'all better tighten the fuck up. It's nasty as fuck out here.
Of the healthcare worker, and the lady say, I'm making this video because I want y'all to be aware of what's really going on out here. She said when people go to get tested, she said it was taking almost like 2 days just for lab results to come back. It's no longer taking 2 days. She said it's taking 4 to 5 days for lab results to come back. And she said the reason behind it taking so long is because of the STD rates. She said the STD rates are through the roof. She said, when I tell you it's sad, it is sad. She said, I'm telling y'all myself, protect yourself out here because it is bad. It's bad. Yo, I'm just looking like, for this to come from a healthcare worker to be out here warning y'all, we living in some scary times. And TikTok, this is for educational purpose only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends. Y'all share, like, comment, and repost. Bye, y'all.
About once a year, one of the Z-list comedians that's not even funny decides to come out of a little hovel and say that they think the LGBTQ community is too sensitive because they can't make jokes about us anymore. I would just like to say that if you can't make a joke without being ignorant to an entire group of people, you're not funny. If you have to be offensive to make a joke, you're not funny. Queer and trans people do not exist to be the butt end of your joke. You're just a bigot.
Many Christian women have entered into marriages and they are with men who don't like.
One of the things I used to find super alarming in the church, right, was when people would be like, oh, God will bring you a husband. It doesn't matter if you don't find him attractive. It's destiny. You think God's going to bring a man who's part of my destiny that I don't even like the look of him? Why would God do that to me? He knows me. God knows me. Why would he do that to me? I honestly believe this is why there's some Christian marriages, there's a lack of passion, because you know why? He's not attracted to you, you're not attracted to him. So when the Bible says you should desire your husband, you have no desire for that man, because every time you look at him, you're like, because you don't find him attractive, and you were forced into this marriage because some prophet from some faraway country said that the Lord told him that this is your husband, when the Lord don't even know him.
People are like, oh, I hate talking stages because, you know, I'm tired of asking people their favorite color. Y'all are doing it wrong. I literally have a list of questions I ask people when I first meet them, only because I find it entertaining for me. Like, here's my thought process. I hate small talk. I hate it. Also, I think first dates are awkward, or just talking stages in general are awkward. And so I have a list of questions in my phone that either are going to provide very good insight, and if they don't, like, at least it'll be amusing for you, okay? First question, starting off heavy hitter, it's, are your parents together? And if they're not together, do you think them splitting traumatized you in some type of way? This next one is just because I'm a messy bitch, but I think it can provide some good stories, is what's the most heartless thing you've done? This is another messy question, but it's not for like first date or like someone you've just met. It's more so for somebody you've been talking to for a while. But the question is, what do you think the main difference between your last relationship and this relationship is? Also, guys, if you have any messy questions, let me know in the comments. I have a list that get like messy under those. I just feel like those ones are good, like basis ones that aren't too messy, but also could be entertaining. But if you guys have messy questions, let me know, because I'm gonna add them to the list.
Have you seen how British people wash their dishes? This guy, thank you for showing us. No hate to you. Watch. He's scrubbing. They don't rinse. They dip their dishes in a bin of hot soapy water.
First off, thank you for saying no hate. I've been getting a lot of it, and yeah, I you know, this is how I wash up, and this is how I've always washed up. I've never known any different. And in the last 72 hours, it seems like 99% of the world rinse their dishes. I mean, like, listen, I've got a hard time for my sauces being in my cupboard, right? There's loads in there. People saying I'm just doing this on purpose, but this is how it's always been for me. Like, always. My eggs live in there. My washing machine is here in my kitchen where we wash our clothes. But we don't wash them with the food out when we're cooking. And yes, that is a door to my kitchen. But I can tell you right now, the way that I wash up, it's been fine for me so far. I mean, I might give it a try, see if it makes a difference, but surely it just takes longer.
My level of irritation right now is at an all-time high. It's 10:54. I had a hair appointment booked for 10 a.m. The instructions on the confirmation say, when you arrive, text with your name and your appointment time and await confirmation text to come inside. So I sent that at 9:51. It's 10:55. So I've been sitting here for an hour. I never got a text back. I called. 20 minutes went by. I called again. I said, let me go inside to the actual suite because maybe she's caught up doing someone's hair that came in before me and can't get to her phone. I go to the suite. The door is locked. The blinds are down. I peek through. There's no one in there. I come back to the car. I call again. I leave a voicemail. I just called another 2 or 3 times. I checked her personal Instagram page, and 10 hours ago she posted, so I'm guessing she's at least still alive. I know that she recently had a death in the family. I even stopped to get her a bouquet of flowers. My hair looks insane underneath this scarf because I just took out a sew-in with leave out, so it's giving heat damage plus afro smushed underneath this scarf right now. I have 3 bundles and a 2x6 lace closure. My hair is not washed because a wash is included in the service. So at this point, I've paid a $50 deposit and I have now waited an hour and 5 minutes in this same spot and am actively being ghosted by this stylist sitting outside of the salon. This pisses me off so bad because, first of all, it's Saturday. Who am I finna find to do my hair today if she decides not to reach back out to me? 1. 2, I know that stuff happens, but how am I gonna express any form of empathy or patience if you do not communicate with me? Nothing has been said to me, and so now I'm sitting here with my hair not done, with the deposit paid, prepared to pay to have my hair complete. What am I supposed to do? And my thing is, stuff does happen, but nothing has been communicated to me, and this is my first time coming to this stylist. So it's like, y'all don't like the horror stories, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to customer service. Like, I am not an unreasonable person. I have a very high level of understanding for a lot of shit, but me sitting here with an afro and heat damage underneath this scarf, expecting to have my hair done in heavy layers with a 2x6 closure melted in my head, I am pissed. I am very much pissed. And now, not only am I out of time and money, and I have bundles with no way of getting them installed. It's the middle of the weekend. Like, this is the stuff that we be talking about. Like, how hard is it to be a person of your word? Like, I booked because you showed that you had the availability. If you were not available, that's something that I should have known, because now I'm sitting here and my time is at stake and my money is at stake. And at the end of the day, I just want my hair done.
When I'm having a bad day, my instant antidote is going to be a fish plate and some chops immediately. So as I'm on the way to the fish place, ring a ding, my friends calls me, hey, I'm going to be 5 minutes, coincidentally, from your favorite fish place. Do you want to just go meet me? So I have about 30-40 minutes to waste. So cool, I get to the fish place, right? Now, my secrecy of what's been keeping me happy is I've been writing a rap. Do I know how to rap? Fuck no. Now, I go to her and I turn my freestyle on. Now, I'm in this rental. I can't do what I want to do in this rental. I got a garden outside of this motherfucker. So I say, bet. My phone is currently on 4% at the time. So while I'm outside the car gardening and rapping, I say, I'm going to let my phone sit on this charging pad. So by the time I get in, I'm going to order my fish plate because my job burning time. I'm going to order my fish plate and I'm going to drink my drops. Cool. When I get in, I grab my phone and order that fish plate. Instantly dies. The phone is fucking dead. As soon as it touches my hand. Not only do I need this phone for GPS, baby, my car is just on this motherfucker. So I can't buy no food. I don't have no phone to even buy a charger. And I don't know how the fuck to get home. I start driving. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm just finna keep driving and figure out like what signs. Now, I eventually found some signs that took me to the highway, one of the highways that I needed. I had to turn around a couple times, bust a couple U's, but I got there. Now, as soon as I got on the highway, I said, bitch, now that's how you get home with no GPS, ho. One of my cars that has money on it, I left it at Taco Bell. So I instantly pull up to Taco Bell, boom, 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm going to get my food and I'm going to use that card to pay for the food. Sounds smart. So as soon as I get there, they say, hey, ma'am, actually, we shredded that card up because you took too long to come get it. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't know I only had 3 fucking days. Why y'all didn't tell me this when I called up there? I'm not going home until I got the rest of my tools for my garden. So I'm like, bruh, so I go there, I just need $1 and like 50 cents. I pull out my purse. All I have is 75 cents in this motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, one of these cars gotta have at least something on these motherfuckers. One of them gotta have $1. So as I get to the register, it's already a lady standing right there. And she like, ma'am, you can go in front of me. I'm unlocking my course. I say, it's gonna take me a little second. You can go ahead and go. She's like, man, it's okay. I'm like, all right, bet. The man keep ushering me to go. I'm like, all right, bet, I'll go. So then I get up there. I'm like, all right, listen. My phone dead. I only got a couple cards. I'm finna try right quick. But I got that Spur 75 in my hand just in case anything go a little crazy in this motherfucker. I look for my cards. I have 1 card. I don't even know where the fucking other card. I got 1 shot at this shit. 1 shot. So I get there, boom, try the card. He like, oh, it approved. Thank you. I'm finna walk the fuck up out this motherfucker. I knew I had at least $1 on my shit. Who the fuck am I? He said, oh, wait, ma'am, it approved for 9 cents. Do I look like I'm in a multiply with anybody right now? My Spur 75 couldn't even come in handy for me. The lady was like, oh, I'll pay for it. I'm like, thank you. I don't need to go see Straw. We got Straw at home. We got Straw at home.
Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
I don't care that you're in love with me. You have not expressed those feelings for the last 2 years, so I don't quite care.
There are women out there who are hoping, wishing, and praying that the love they have for a man goes away. And this is what it looks like. She already said, after 2 years of me wanting you to express your love for me, now you're finally ready to do it. And it's too little too late. I know that it's hard to turn a man down when you've been asking him to give you something and he's finally ready to give it. But these men need to realize that you don't have forever. You don't have forever to waste my time. You don't have forever to decide that I'm amazing. You don't have forever to decide that I'm the best woman for you. You don't have forever. A woman like me will be gone and the feelings will be gone. Some men will wait until they see that you've given up to offer you everything you've ever wanted. Now they want to offer you the dates. Now they want to give you the flowers. Now they want to be a good father to the kids. But as soon as they've gotten you back and feel like, oh, they can go back to their old behavior, that's exactly what they do. It's okay to be the one that got away. And he's going to try to guilt trip you and make you feel like you're giving up on the relationship, but you've already given that man 1,000,000 chances. Don't let him try to convince you to give him 1,000,001.
Don't you be mad at me. But if you ever see a man that looks really, really good, nice body, dressed nice, smell nice, always charming, and then you look at his wife and she look like his big back, tired, stressed out grandma, he's 100% a cheater. Have a nice day.
If a man tells you that he grew up with his mom and his sisters and it was just them, so he has a different type of relationship with women and he respects women, just know he does not have a special respect for women and he will ruin your life.
This is what's happening. They opened like 7 bags.
Before I get started, for context, this lady said that the reason why her house doesn't stay clean is because her kids do things like that, where they open 7 bags of chips and dump them on the floor. So now I'm convinced that your house looks like that because it's a parenting issue, because my kid would never do that. And if your kids do that often, why would you leave snacks within their reach if they're just gonna dump them and waste it? Put your snacks in the pantry where they can't reach and have them ask you for a snack. It teaches them manners, for one, and it teaches them boundaries. And those kids look old enough to clean up the house too. It is not that hard to get down on your kids' level and ask them to pick up their toys or whatever they were playing with if they are done playing with it. It's not hard at all. I'm sorry, but that's a you issue. Stop being a lazy parent and make some boundaries.
Listen, I just don't understand what people mean when they say they can't keep a clean house. Like, especially stay-at-home moms. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm home all day. Yes, I have 2 kids at home. But it's not that difficult. You're home all day. I don't get why you can't just clean your house. It's not that hard. All you have to do is come up with a routine and stick to it and just do it. It's not... I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that difficult.
Dessert that's 10 calories. It's perfect for the girlies who need dessert every day and like sour candy.
Not to be dramatic, but this TikTok should literally have the same warning label as a pack of cigarettes. I came across this video randomly and I assumed by looking at what was in the glass and the fact that it was called dessert lasagna that we were talking about some kind of gummy candy or something. No, it turns out it's literally a glass full of crushed ice that she sprinkled Crystal Light packets onto. And maybe I'm just more sensitive to this right now because I'm gearing up for my annual summer trip to France, which means I'm about to be in a bathing suit around French boomers for a month, which is just a war zone from a body positivity perspective. But I'm struggling to feel okay with body stuff, food stuff, whatever. And someone who is really in a bad place just coming across this video that's hey girl, dessert tip, fill a cup full of ice and sprinkle aspartame on it. That is so dark. Even 50s housewives weren't doing it like this. At least they were smoking cigarettes and having gin. What the fuck is this? Someone send help because the girlies are not okay.
Some of y'all never been broke before and it shows. I can always fuck with a bowl of beans and rice, no matter how broke I am, no matter how financially stable I am. I fuck with a bowl of beans and rice. I mean, get your Instant Pot, put a pound of dry beans in there, put whatever spices you want, fill it up with water, turn it on, eat it for a week. Times are tough. Get you some beans and rice, okay?
Did y'all see the video in which the young lady basically was taking herself out on a date and she kept running into men who reacted very negatively when she said she was single and not looking? These men were blowing a gasket because this young lady said, I like being single. I like my own company. Well, what are you gonna do without a man? You're gonna die alone. Why would you choose to be single? Why would you do that? I have a question for y'all. Are you okay? If you cannot even enjoy your own company for, let's say, for example, a month. In other words, if you can't be single for a month, there's something wrong with you, darling. If you have to be in somebody's bed almost every night, or you have to sleep next to a warm body every night, you're running from something. What are you running from? You can't run from yourself. Eventually, whatever you're running from, those demons are gonna catch up to you.
Money comes back in it. I don't give a heck. This nigga's bag's open. I'm not gonna tell him.
I'm on the left, you're on the right.
Yeah, I was about to walk down. I'm walking down, so if I was you, I'd probably just shut the fuck up. I do have an attitude. Well done. I do have a bad attitude. Well done. Oh my god, shut up now. Shut up now, shut up now. You're a grown man. Stop arguing with a woman.
What are you doing? Resting. So you're doing nothing. Not nothing. I'm resting. But we have so much stuff to do. And it will get done. How can you rest when you know that we have to do all that? My therapist says if I'm worried about the stuff I have to do while I'm resting, then I'm not actually resting. What if you like resting so much that you keep choosing to do it over the things you need to get done, and then you don't get those things done, and then you're lazy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Think practically for a second. Do you really think that would happen? No. Maybe the reason you're afraid of how good resting could feel is because your body really, really needs some rest.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. I don't owe you anything. I don't want to talk to you. I don't exactly. So there we go. Leave it as that. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'll say it loud and get everyone to look out their window. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to go on a date with you. Leave me alone. I don't want to say hello to you. You're a creep. Leave me alone.
That's it.
Did anyone come from an ingredients household and is now like an extreme ingredients household? I remember getting so frustrated, like I would literally put tortilla chips and cheese and that would be a meal. Like we did not have snacks. I'm way worse. I'm way worse. I am my 10-year-old's self worst nightmare. We have nothing. We have guests coming in town. This is when it becomes apparent. We have guests coming in town and like of course like, hey, like what do you need? What do you need for breakfast? All that kind of stuff. And they're like, oh, we're flexible, like whatever. And I'm like, no. I need you to pretend that rude. I need to pretend you're going to a household that has nothing. Barren refrigerator. Just pretend that that's what that's like. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. Well, we do toast. We don't have bread. We don't have bread. No. So okay, bread. Oh, eggs. Didn't have that. Yogurt. Didn't have that. Like we don't have anything. If you're hungry, you better be ready for leftovers or to make the next meal. Like you want a beautifully stocked bathroom. You want all like beautiful, like you're stocked with shampoos, toothbrushes, face masks, like whatever you need in the bathroom. You go in the kitchen. No. This is all to say, if any of you ever visit me, come into my home, I need you to send me a grocery list. I'll get it for you, but I promise I will not have it.
Did you want some of the leftovers? I mean, there's plenty left. You can take some home. No, thank you, but I could never take food from somebody. Don't worry about it. No, we'll just throw it away then. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, I'll take it. I will take that. I will take that from you. Don't do that.
So I just told my mom a very major achievement that I just hit 50K, and tell them what you told me.
I said, when you get 50,000 followers, it's like you're a chief of a village.
So
if you get 500,000 followers, it's like you are a governor of a small state. If you get 1 million followers, it is equivalent to almost being a president or a vice president of a small country.
So essentially,
wait a minute, I haven't finished.
No, you don't have time. You don't have time.
For us, our generation, we understand sometimes
villages and city governors.
Yes, that is our understanding.
That's okay. So at the moment, I am chief executive.
No.
I'm chief village
of a
officer.
Village. No, you're a chief of a village that has 50,000
people, constituents.
So feel very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I feel so good and so proud.
You can have a constitution.
Did you always put salt on it?
No, I'll play.
Not a fucking drop of season. Are you okay? I said just cook it.
In my previous video, we were discussing homes like this that are being posted all over TikTok nowadays and the support that is happening in the comments. I made a small mention in the previous video that a lot of times the comments will be very, very supportive, being like, oh, well, they're trying. Oh, well, they're trying to do better. They're obviously cleaning. You're doing your best. And like this comment says, I see happy babies. You're doing your best, mama. And that is the biggest problem of all. The reason that these homes are becoming so familiar to people online is because they're getting the praise and recognition to stay in that kind of state of living. In my previous video, I also mentioned the biggest thing for me is the fact that in homes like this, almost all the time, there are children and there are pets. So the children was my biggest fight in my last video because a lot of kids will actually carry some kind of trauma with them in the future. This whole concept of like, oh, the children look happy, oh, they're fed, they're fine, is so damaging because neglect doesn't start and stop at just being fed. It doesn't start and stop that they have toys or things that they don't need within the home. If the home is not clean, if it is truly filthy, because there is a huge difference between average day messes that we all have. There's clutter that we all have, but when it turns to filth and disgust, that's when we cross the line. Oftentimes what happens with children who live in situations like this is one of two things. They either adapt the same habits, or they are so traumatized that they almost take on a type of OCD where they can't live like this, and they have so much anxiety-induced trauma from living like this that they have to have a clean home, almost in an unhealthy way, the opposite end. I want to go back to the messy homes though, because a lot of times what happens in these really messy homes with the children is they are actually to blame. Parents will have children and then they just take the focus of how dirty their house already was well before the children, and they start blaming it on the children. As the children get older, it becomes their responsibility to keep up with the cleanliness. And in my personal experience, children will try to find a clean, safe space for themselves in situations like this. And what ends up happening majority of the time is even the spaces that they try to keep clean and they try to have a safe space in end up looking exactly like this again, because the parent has a problem. And something that is so devastating to a child is when you do the hard work and you clean and you get it the way that you would want it, and it turns out in a couple of days to be just as messy, if not messier than before, the sheer heartbreak and devastation that brings on to a child, knowing that their hard work didn't actually pay off, is so traumatizing. All that to say, you can't change my mind that living in a home like this is ever going to be safe for not only the adults, but the children, the pets, and anyone around them. Something that I think parents in these situations need to remember is if your children can't invite people over to your home and feel confident and comfortable, that's a problem. If you have a mental disorder that causes your home to look like this, that is recognized. But what we also have to recognize is you have to put things aside when children come into the picture. And while it may be very difficult for you, your children can't consent to living like this. There has to be a way that you find means to have a clean and safe environment for them.
Hi ladies, I'm back to give my take on this video. So ladies, I don't understand why people are normalizing dirty homes. Why is this becoming a trend? You know, let me tell you, the kind of dirt you see on these videos is even hard to comprehend on your mind. Because let me tell you, if I lived in such an environment, I'd never accomplish anything. I'd never be able to do anything. I'd never be able to relax. I'm the type of person who cannot relax if my environment or my space is not clean. If I've not done something contributing to my comfort and my hygiene, I just cannot relax. Let me tell you something. I don't know how people even sleep in these houses. Don't you feel itchy? Don't you feel like something is very wrong? Don't you? And you're just okay. You're just relaxed with all that. Let me tell you, this is not a few clothes here and there that are not folded. This is not like leaving plates on the table, the dinner plates. This is not even that. But this is too much. I don't know. Let me tell you, keeping your house clean isn't that hard, especially if you do it daily. You take like 2 hours every day, or I understand not everyone has 2 hours. Even if you wash once in 2 days, it can't be that dirty. Even if you contribute 2 hours in 2 days, every 2 days, 2 hours in every 2 days to wash up that house, those dishes, everything, arrange everything. Let me tell you, that house cannot be that dirty. If you normalize even doing cleaning even 3 times a week, even if you're that lazy, that house cannot look like that. That means you've stayed there for either a month or even 2 months without touching anything. Your work is just to order food, which is very unhealthy to begin with. And hey, oh my God, let me even stop commenting, because I think these videos are just rage bait. Like they want you to be enraged so that you can comment, or so that, I don't know, maybe they are rage bait. But hey, let me stop even talking about that. Let me tell you, that guy who got tired of that dirty home and started throwing the dishes inside the bin, hey, let me tell you, he's justifiable. And especially if it's someone who has been in the house all day. That is just, I don't know, but I cannot deal with that. I saw another video whereby this guy was recording his wife. His wife had just come from work and he's asking her, the wife is mad because he has not picked up anything since she left work. And now she's back, she has to do it while the man has been all day in the house. So she was mad, and this man is recording her. And then the man has the audacity to ask her, why are you so mad? And then he starts telling her, oh, I'll pick it. I'll pick it up. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll pick it up. Just stop being angry at me. And let me tell you, what I saw in that situation is that this man was avoiding to deal with the anger of this woman. It's not about he's sorry. He's not sorry. He doesn't even consider this woman. And most men are like that. Most men will expect you to go to work, come home with a dinner, cook for him, spread it for him. Let me tell you, oh my God, I don't have the energy to deal with such a man. At my big age, let me tell you, I'd resent you. I'd hate you. I'd just never be attracted to such a man. Like, I know hard times can come, but some men are just diabolical. Let me tell you, I know of this couple. I know I'm going out of topic, but if you enjoy my commentary, I'm sure you'll sit through this one. Let me tell you, there's this couple I know, like these people are in their 50s. The woman is like 50 something and the man is like 40 something. Like the woman is like 10 years older than this man. Evil people. This man is this woman's ex-husband's half brother. Okay, let me break it down for you. The man that this woman is dealing with currently is her former brother-in-law. But the brother-in-law are like half brothers with the ex-husband of this woman. Now you understand. Let me tell you, that woman will go to work, come home, prepare dinner for this man, do everything for this man. There's a point whereby I remember, let me just stop going into details because I don't want to reveal the identity of these people. But if you follow me closely, you know who I'm talking about. I mean, there's a time they even moved. This man could not even fix the bed while this woman was at work. He waited for his wife to come back home so that she can fix the bed for him. A whole man cannot fix the bed that you spread it for him in. Oh my God, I will never have the energy to do it for him. No. In fact, I'm celibate. In fact, oh my God. Hey, ladies, I know I'm rambling. I know I'm off topic, but ladies, did you enjoy this video? Did you enjoy this video? Please tell me if you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if you're hearing some background noise. Let me tell you, I made a huge mistake moving to this house. I did not calculate the noise that will be on the road that's near this building. But anyway, ladies, I'm still looking for another house, a quiet house. There's nothing wrong with this house except that background noise is really affecting like my work and everything. But nowadays, it's not like really affecting me because I go for outdoor videos and stuff. Yeah, ladies, tell me, which was your favorite video? What was your favorite clip in this video, ladies? Please let me know. Anyway, ladies, I'll see you on my next video. Please stay safe. Please take care of yourself. Please normalize doing nice things for yourself, buying nice things for yourself, feeling yourself, making yourself feel good, making those who you love feel good, like taking time off for yourself. That's what I can tell you. That's what I've been doing. Now you've not seen a video in like 4 days now. Yes, because I've been taking time off for myself and I've been really re-strategizing the content for the whole month. So I take like every beginning of the month, I take like 4 or 3 days off to just re-strategize for the new month, what content I'll be posting, blah blah blah. Yes, ladies. Anyway, ladies, bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.